Woo! There we go. Hello, everyone. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Happy Valentine's Day, Bloom Rose. If you see this, happy birthday, girl. Um, I literally just remembered today that today is also my great grandmother's birthday. So my great grandmother was an Aquarius, and her husband was a Libra, and they had several children together. One of which was my grandfather, who was a Pisces. Okay, I'm using. Deceit in no deceit in the healer of the ages. No, that's the magician in the mirror. LOL. How's everyone doing on today? I had my heart-shaped pizza. I had some cinnamon pull-aparts and some sparkling cider. Honestly, it was too much food. I ended up watching The Little Things. Um, I don't regret it, but I don't know. I have no comment. It's just like I kind of wish it was a little more involved, maybe. It went a little further. Oh my gosh, I thought I almost swallowed one of these icebreakers. But altogether, it was a pretty enjoyable day so far. Hey, Clorinda. Hola. Take two. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I forgot to so for the thumbnail I didn't change my camera because thumbnails and titles are two of the things where I'm like, but I hit live before I switched it over, so there was no camera. Um yeah, so take two. I've been like so singy lately. It's been maybe a few weeks now, maybe a whole week and a few days. And I was with my grandma. We went to the store. Thankfully, she needed to go to the store, and I needed to go to the store because I was gonna take my brother, or I was gonna have my brother take me to go get the pizza, but he's not available. So it all worked out. And then like we found a cart. She got her little motor buggy. It was everything worked out. Everything worked out. What's on for today, Clorinda? I have absolutely no clue. Energy Oracle cards are on for today. Besides that, I don't know. Would you like a few Energy Oracle cards, Clorinda? I could pull you one or two or three, maybe, however many come out. But that's just kind of sort of the plan for now. What? Hold up. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. So the door to romance just fell out with the Angel of Balance. And then the bottom of the deck is the Healer of the Ages. Or the under the Angel of Balance was the Healer of the Ages. Okay. 33, 48, and 51. You would love some. Okay, all right. For Clorinda. For Clorinda M101. Should I get my book? Well, it's on my phone. These are some really good shuffles. I wish y'all could see them. No problem. Oh, that didn't shuffle at all. Right, last shuffle. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay, work. You got one. I thought a whole bunch of cards were about to fall out, and I was so nervous. But they all came back into the deck. And strategy is at the bottom of the deck, number 21. But the rest of them went back into the deck, and this one was left outside. and it's second chakra archangel Ariel. Oh snap! I need some water. Well, they say it's retrograde season. Any promising prospects? Oh my gosh, I literally have water right here. That's fine. I do that now. I grab multiple bottles of water. I finish them. I'm going to read both of these for you. 21 and 36. If I can find it. I just talked about intimacy yesterday in a different context, potentially. Okay. Oh wait, I'll just do that. Boom. 26, 36, 35. Here we go. Second chakra archangel. Uh-oh. Ariel. This is intimacy and creativity. The second chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with. I'm going to flip this, sorry. So I can. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I can read. Creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. From like 12 years ago. A lot can happen in 12 years. Are they any more viable now? Potentially. This is interesting because this is a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. And then there's also strategy at the bottom of the deck. What's at the top? I'm curious. Oh, the woman holding a heart with this. So it does feel like it's going to be a time of like letting other people in. Um, I don't know if it feels like there's potentially been I don't want to say a cycle, a season. There's been a season of learning to. It almost feels like learning to love yourself enough to let others really love you, if that makes any sense. Um, and with the strategy card here, it feels like everything's happened for a reason. Everything's happened to get you into the space and position that you're going to be in or that you are in for you to be open in ways that maybe you weren't before. Because again, the woman holding a heart is at the top of the deck. And so this is okay. It makes sense to you? Wait. Hold up. You married with one and one on the way. And it feels like there are things from the past here. Maybe some ways that other things didn't quite work out in the past. Or I think sometimes when things don't work out, we can have the tendency to be a little overly critical of self and to like, well, what's wrong with me that this didn't work out? Or like, yeah, it's no wonder this didn't work out because I'm like this and I'm like that and blah, blah, blah. And so there's a little bit of an energy here of like ascribing things to you or trying to find things wrong with you that aren't actually wrong with you. It's just some stuff in the past didn't work out. And it's not to say that, I don't know, it's just not to be so hard on yourself. So I feel like you've learned to love yourself a lot more. And from that place, it allows greater intimacy because now it's like you're not coming into a situation with like, well, this is everything that's wrong with me on your mind, or not as heavy on your mind as it was in the past. And it looks like something that spirits had to really guide you through in a way that maybe you didn't quite know you were being guided through. Maybe not at the time, but when you look back, maybe you can be like, yeah. So that's what I got. Whoa, whoa, wait, what? Wow. He's married with one child and one day. Hey, there she is. Happy birthday, Blooming Rose. Just wasn't meant to be. Yeah. And like, even if, because it's not to not accept the roles that we played in the past, and it's not for us to not grow, but I don't think it's for us to view ourselves as damaged or broken or um, not prime choice. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Do. Okay, one doing me. A little baby Taurus. Happy, happy birthday, Bloomin' Rose. What's up? What are you doing today? Anything fun today? Were you able to get into anything fun today? I already had my little heart-shaped pizza and I got cinnamon pull hearts and I am very full. I am very, very full. You want some energy oracle cards, Bloomin' Rose? I got them out. The people in Walmart are so. I always have such lovely interactions with people in Walmart, especially with when I'm with my mother or my grandmother. It's just it's amazing. Um, you what? Stranded at an airport all day. Girl, yeah, it's freezing. It was like 0 degrees when I woke up. It warmed up to a toasty 5, and it's dropping again. And so after I woke up today, because like I don't have any plastic on my window or anything, um, to like insulate it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put my pillows at the other end of the bed because my head is like right below my window. Um, that's an ice storm there. Oh goodness. Yeah, I heard that even in Texas, like they have like a winter warning or something. Winter is back with a vengeance. I feel like we haven't had a winter like this in a minute. Well, not this consistently. Like it's been consistently snowing and like below freezing where I am. And it doesn't look like it's gonna break freezing anytime soon. Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully you can celebrate now. Turn up, kick back, relax. All right, for Blooming Rose. Something feels shiny. Oh, snap. Okay. This is interesting. So you get number 43, man holding a coin. And at the bottom of the deck is fifth chakra Archangel Gabriel. I don't know what this is about. You celebrated all weekend. Okay. Too much. Yeah, that's how I feel about my little Valentine's Day feast. Ooh, goodness. Hey, yeah, I heard Clorinda said that Australia's on like lockdown. Like they get fined. I was like, oh goodness. You celebrated our weekend too much. Yeah, I ate that whole pizza. I should have stopped when I had like half of the pizza. I was like, I'm done. And then I proceeded to eat the other half of the pizza. It's fine. It was pretty good. Let's see, number 43. There's 41, 42, 43. Man holding a coin upright. This is male connection in money, health, or value. This card shows a man sitting in a lushly flowering field holding a large bright coin. For men, this could indicate an aspect of yourself and a readiness to further your goals and receive increased health, money, or value in your life. Greater success is on its way when you take control of your own finances and act. This card upright could also reveal the assistance of a financial advisor or healer whom you already know or are soon to meet. This man is helpful and may bring sage advice concerning the action you need to take next. Be open to this person showing up with support, but always turn to your own intuitive guidance to weigh the information you receive. This could also signify a new love interest with a wealthy man or a man from work. Um, so it's almost feeling like I'm feeling it a little bit as an advisor. Who did send me? And then the thinking man is behind um, Gabriel. Yeah, behind Gabriel, fifth chakra. It feels like you may be getting some advice from somebody. I don't know if you're looking to expand your business or do something with your business, um, or to start up a new business. It feels like you may be getting advice from somebody soon, potentially. Take it as it resonates always. But it almost feels like you're gonna think that you know better. So it almost feels like something that you would be really quick to dismiss. But there's something, I'm not gonna say he's completely right, but there's something that he's gonna say that I feel like that will make sense. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a he. Masculine energy in business. I'm feeling it in business. It could also be health. Maybe if someone's like, hey, like drink more orange juice because it'll vitamin C, maybe drink a little bit more orange juice. You may be thinking, I don't really need any orange juice. Health or money. It feels like some advice coming in, and maybe just listen to it a little bit. You may be like, why should I listen to you? From what I observe, it doesn't appear that you're an expert on the situation, but appearances can be deceiving. You met a man who was a financial advisor. Really? Oh my gosh, that's like literally what the card for this said. Oh well, now Yin Yang is at the bottom of the deck, so I'm just playing. Or maybe it's just things that need to be spoken, right? Don't leave things unsaid. Potentially, if there's anything to say, Blooming Rose. That's interesting. Okay, well, can I get some cards? Let's connect for me. What do cut into the Angel of Love? Sofa Patrick. I'm gonna try not to get a headache. I already feel it like somewhere in this area. And then like in this general area. I mean rusty. He says well, if he talk too much, then It's balance. Even though it's the throat chakra, it's a balanced throat chakra. So if he talks a lot, maybe it's to exercise some discernment. Potentially. Okay. What about for El Patrick? I don't know why I said El Patrick like that. I was going through the I was going through the calendar or through the months in Spanish earlier today for some reason. I was just like enero, febrero, marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, noviembre, diciembre. I don't know. I know how to say oh, what was it? Was it donas azucaradas? Azucaradas? Sugar donuts or something? I don't know. I'm just feeling like Spanish today. Ni hao ma. 我很好，谢谢. Okay. Cards. Oh, why are they on the floor? Bottom of the deck is action. And I've talked about this for me lately. Um, I'm getting a little accustomed to video games and anime and movies. I've gotten a little lax on my job search and other things. But I'm really, within the past few days, especially, I sent an email yesterday to my professor. And I think I'm going to follow up with the company that put on the webinar to see. I'm a little nervous, or because but I'm not going to allow that nervousness to prevent me from doing something because that is not how I operate anymore. One of the cards fell on the floor. Goodness, can y'all please stop falling on the floor? Oh, here it is. Oh, of course, it's the Temple Path. Temple Path fell on the floor. Action at the bottom of the deck. What am I going to have to do? Oh, oh gosh. Yeah. It's good that we take breaks sometimes, What else came out? Well, this is a little foreboding. So, Storm Warning and the Temple Path. Storm Warning came out face down. The Temple Path flew on the floor. Bottom of the deck is action. This feels like preeminent tower energy a little bit, but it also doesn't have to be necessarily bad. Because honestly, I feel like this pertains more to coming into another season where a lot of action is necessary. Yeah. Thank you, Bloom and Rose. I'm feeling that. And for me, I think it's just going to be a lot. And I guess I'm not surprised because wherever I find work, I'm probably going to have to relocate, which means that I need to find out how to move my stuff. I would have to get a new place um, in a different city where things aren't necessarily as easy to like move around. That's what it feels like. It feels more like doing a lot of stuff, more so than like. And I guess that could still carry a little bit of a tower energy. It's just like a completely different way of living life, I guess. Um, but I guess if I ask for a lot, then that's why you're young. True, true. It would be an excellent birthday gift if anyone is listening in the cosmos or like anybody anywhere. Um, the job, the place, everything. Goodness, that's a lot. That's a lot. I guess I'll read these for me because I read all the other ones, right? 10 and 12. 10, 12, and 17. At the bottom of the deck. Ooh. Ooh, bloom. Oh, I guess I could sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I'm so excited. Like, so I have a friend, and every year she asks me what my word is. I don't have a word for 28 yet. But my word for 2021 is indescribable, because where I end this year, I won't even be able to imagine being there when the year started. And spam. Wow! Wow! See, this is why I don't. Oh, that was my realistic friend. See, this is why I don't. He ain't a dream killer, but he keeps me grounded, I guess. He'll actually be coming back to the States. And I think I'm gonna go try to visit him. We both live fairly low key lives. He's a friend that I spent time with last year. Um, I don't know. I kind of miss him a little bit, oddly enough. But yeah, that was my word for 2021. It's indescribable. So, I mean, indescribable, a little. I feel like with Storm Warning in the Temple Path, it is a little bit of a Wizard of Oz energy, right? Because it's like the house may get taken up in the tornado, but wherever it lands is where I'm meant to be. And there's something to be done there. I mean, it's gonna lots of action, and under action is appreciation. I love appreciation with action, because then that means like it won't all be in vain. And then caring connections is behind appreciation. So I think that's pretty cute. I'll take it. I'll take it. So storm warning. This is clouds on the horizon. This card indicates a potential difficulty either in the external world or within yourself and your emotional life. The difficulty is coming closer, and you may have already heard rumblings of potential problems around you. The caution here is to be conscious yet not fearful. Consider what's going on and look at the situation with calm clarity. Investigate your options and honor yourself and your intentions. Stand up for yourself and take action, there's action, on your own behalf. As with all difficulty, even the worst storm passes. Always remember you have the power and the wisdom to handle whatever may come your way. You have the power and the wisdom to handle whatever may come your way, followed by the temple path. So, and again, I'm not really surprised, because as I've come more into my voice, something within me knows that it's going to be important. And something within me knows that I'm going to have to use it. And I don't usually do that in certain settings, but it's going to be necessary and required now. Plus, the more I do it, the more capable people will realize I am. And the easier, the quicker it'll be to get wherever it is that I want to be. So why, play small and take the long way? Spiritual purpose and support in the temple path. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple and a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. This card upright is here to tell you that when you're going through what you're going through now is all a part of your soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction, and the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. The lights around the temple represent the spirit world, your family members and friends, angels and guides, all the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful life expanding time, so keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways, and connecting with spirit and your higher self will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. Oh, Thank you, Blooming Rose. I appreciate it. Today is a day for us to also appreciate and love ourselves. So let's all take a moment to appreciate how much we've grown and how far we've come in the short time we've been together. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for stopping in, Blooming Rose. I'm so glad I got to say happy birthday. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you sleep well or rest well. You know, to allow all the party vibes to settle and to switch back into the normal flow of things. And I'll catch you later. Have an excellent one. Happy birthday and happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. Oh, it just warms my little heart. It just warms my little heart. I think also for me, what this is saying is like to be decisive about some stuff and that I don't need to know the direction that I'm going in. No problem, Blooming Rose. So now let's get into the collective card. What do I want to do? I wanted to pull tarot with these, but I don't know what I'm going to pull. So for the collective, that's the second time I've seen the man holding a heart at the cut. Ooh, indecision and attachment, though. Indecision and attachment. Walking away. So if you're somebody, if you're watching this later and you're like, man, I wish I was on for Patrick to pull me an energy oracle card, if that's you for some reason, I'm about to pull you one. So whoever is gonna connect with this, whoever thought that before I said that, this is especially for you. This is not shuffling. Why is this not shuffling? Oh gosh. This is not gonna be the collective one. Again, it's I don't know. That's just how I'm gonna do it. There we go. That was a shuffle. There's the man holding a heart at the cut again. Okay. That's way too much. But I saw victory on the top. What is victory lap? Have faith just popped into my mind. Okay. Oh. So Storm Warning came out again. This time Archangel Camuel is at the bottom of the deck. Third chakra. Have faith and act in accordance to what have faith and act in accordance to your faith. I feel like for whoever this is for, you're going to be coming into a period in time where you're really going to discover how powerful of a force you are, especially in your own life. And it's like the amount of power. Zaya, hey Zaya. um, Tell him I said. Oh wait, he can hear me. Hello, Zaya. Sorry. Um, it's it feels like it's really going to be a time for you to discover how powerful you are. And so if you don't really do anything in this time, I feel like I don't want to say you're going to lose stuff, but it feels like it's going to stagnate a little bit. Have faith, but also act in accordance to that faith, in alignment with what you believe not what you see, not what you've experienced, and not what everyone else is sort of telling you. This It's a little bit of a star is born type of energy, because it's like it's going to get you to shine in a space that completely defies everything around you. I'm curious what's at the top of the deck. The top of the deck is patience. But I feel like with this patience card, it's like you've been patient and you've been waiting and nothing is happening. Not nothing. It feels like diminishing returns, because again, it feels like you're getting to the point where you're supposed to come into your own power. The third chakra is also about sustenance. So while you are doing this thing bravely and courageously, you also need to make sure you're putting into yourself things that will keep you going. Because if you don't, you're going to run out of steam. And it feels like this is you powered right now. Whatever it is you wish, you are capable, but you will be the one to make it happen. It's not something to sit by and watch. And there may be others that sort of sit and watch and try to, I don't want to say ride your coattails, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's probably going to inspire them to have a little bit more agency in their own lives as well. So I just read Storm Warning, but I'll read it again just in case, why not? Maybe something else will jump out to me this time. Who knows? Who knows? Excuse me. Storm warning. Clouds on the horizon. This card indicates a potential difficulty, either in the external world or within yourself and your emotional life. The difficulty is coming closer, and you may have already heard rumblings of potential problems around you. The caution here is to be conscious, yet not fearful. Consider what's going on and look at the situation with calm clarity. Investigate your options and honor yourself and your intentions. Stand up for yourself and take action on your own behalf. As with all difficulty, even the worst storm passes. Always remember you have the power and the wisdom to handle whatever comes your way. And whatever comes your way. I feel like also with this patience card, again, this is you like keeping the faith, holding the line. But it's not inactive. It's an active patience. And you may not see an immediate return on your efforts, but you'll get a return. And you'll be glad that you continue to fight. And it does almost carry a Five of Swords energy. But the Five of Swords to me lately, it's coming into a space of like the things that we know are worth fighting for, that no one else may sort of see the importance of it. And maybe at times you may not even know why you're fighting so hard. But if there's something within you that's telling you like not to stop and to keep going, then listen to it. Because eventually you'll discover what it is that you were fighting for. And you'll get to the point where you're like, if I would have given up, or if I would have listened to everyone else when no one else could see why I was fighting so hard or holding the line for this, I would have completely missed out on all of this. It's between you and the divine at this point. It's not for anyone else to see. Not yet, at least. So, anyway, for whoever that's for. Now for the collective card. For the collective card, I actually want to grab the tea leaf fortune cards. Bottom of the deck is rest and rejuvenation. It seems like people, at least in this house, have been sleeping more since the Aquarius new moon. We're all recharging. Oh, and then the sun, number one, rest and rejuvenation with the sun. That's gorgeous energy. I'm actually going to grab the tea leaf fortune cards and the kawaii tarot because that's what I wanted to do earlier. And then I'll end this. Happy Valentine's Day, a little Valentine's Day gift from y'all's to me. Hopefully it resonates. Hopefully you take something. I haven't used the energy oracle cards in a minute. I love them. They're one of my favorites. A lot of my decks are my favorites, you know? So, and if you're wondering why I'm wearing a coat when I'm obviously indoors, it's because it's cold in my room. Quite simply, I'm gonna have to switch over to my other glasses to read this book. Oh, look, happiness. Love, peace, and happiness. It's all you need. That's all we need. Love, oops, peace, and happiness. That's all you need. Is there a Valentine's Day song? Happy Valentine's Day from me to you. I hope someone loves you. I guess I don't know. Happy Valentine's Day from. Oh gosh, these are so difficult to shuffle. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, just wanted to say I gonna stop singing that now before some feelings start coming out. I'm just so ready to be like, and I'm just gonna be it, but just like lighthearted and carefree and just like lovey, like a cuddly polar bear. I was with my grandma earlier. She's like, "Oh, you're such a sweetheart. You're such a sweetheart. Don't let anyone else tell you any different." I was like, "Well, tell my mama." And she's like, "Your mom knows. You just give her a hard time and then she gives you a hard time." So the tent came out. Anything else? I'd like at least like two. Um, at least two. I could be a little rough around the edges sometimes. Hey, there's another one. Hey, and another. Ah, the seahorse. The tower. Okay, well, that's a thing. Bottom of the deck is the shield. The shield implies a certain amount of protection. Oh, Clarinda, you're so sweet. I know I can be sweet. It sometimes it take a little minute. So the tent, the seahorse, and the tower all came out face up. There's one card that's face down. I'm gonna read that. There's a Three of Cups again. It's beautiful. Oh, there's the headache. The headache's rolling in. Okay. Come on, it's not necessary. 3 cups of tea. Have you ever heard that? The 3 cups of tea. First cup a stranger. 3 cups of tea. Second cup a friend. And then it ended up being a scam. I'm like, oh my gosh, why is every good thing in this world a scam? Why are people so greedy? Oh, I don't know if that's funny, but oh goodness. Where's the bottom of the deck? I got half a deck flipped here, y'all, so bear with me. Bear with me for one moment, please, as I sort this out. Thank you. So, first, I will give these a nice little shuffle, and then I will move on to the next card. Also, I was thinking earlier about Japanese, or just like learning a foreign language. One of the most difficult things, in my opinion, one of the most difficult things to do when you're learning a foreign language from somebody is finding your own voice, because it's so easy to like take on or to mimic the voice of the person teaching you, because they'll say repeat after me, and then you kind of sort of, especially when it's not in a native tongue, you just kind of sort of tend to adopt theirs. So I remember like in Chinese in high school, I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't keep doing this because then I feel silly. And so that's when I was like, okay, I need to find how to do this in my voice. And so by the time I went to Japanese in college, it was easier for me. And I remember talking to one of my friends, and she was like, "Wow, like," and it helps you, I guess, maybe sound a little bit more natural, because you're not taking on or trying to mimic someone else's voice. You're just using your own voice. She was like, when I speak Japanese, my voice goes up, but yours doesn't. And I was like, oh, hi. That's because boku wa perfect desu. Just playing. I am not perfect. What is that song? Aw, the Ace of Cups. It's like perfect to me. Perfect to who? Stand up. Ooh, Knight of Swords. Come on. Okay. Knight of Swords with the shield at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, Ten of Pentacles at the cut though. Alright, alright. So anyway, let's get back into this. I'm gonna read all of these. And then let me give me some of these for this first, please. For the tent, the seahorse, the tower. The tent speaks of shelter, but it's not permanent. The seahorse speaks of a little bit of a not a gender flip, but a stereotypical gender role flip. And then the tower, this tower is intact. So it's almost like it's meant to be foreboding an appearance, or it's meant to keep something isolated. I feel like it's meant to make you feel small. So maybe there's a little bit of a feeling of, could be a more past energy, but like self-worth that's taken a little bit of a hit because you don't interact with society the way that you're supposed to. And so it feels like you feel intimidated in some ways potentially by the systems and structures and paradigms before you, or that this tower becomes something that you lock yourself in order to try to cover up or to replace what it is that you feel like you're missing out on societally because of whatever way you don't fit in. And it's left you quite guarded with the shield card. But the seahorses do what seahorses are supposed to do. Seahorses don't do what ants and people and elephants and I don't know why roaches keep popping into my mind. Like I almost started singing La Cucaracha. Um, and what did they say? No se snackle, I think, which is like don't be a clown or something like that. It's like, who do you think you're fooling? Oh, the Knight of Cups. Okay. Yeah, and that's the seahorse energy. Where the it's the male seahorse that carries the babies, and then they burst from his stomach. I can't remember if it kills him. I feel like it might. But I mean, there's the tower. Or maybe someone hasn't been. Like maybe the tower is their like authentic true self, what they had to sacrifice to sort of fit into the mold of society. But it's painful either way. At least one way. It can be painful either way. There's the death card. Knight of Cups, the death card. And there's also an energy of like people don't know what's possible until they see it. And some people will never be convinced until they see otherwise. Some people will never be convinced even if they do see otherwise. But there's a real mold breaker energy here. And the pain and the hurt and the isolation and the separation that you've grown to experience, like it's possible that like moving forward, if you come into the energy of creating your life and being a more conscious participant of your life, then you get to design and cater your life, curate your life in such a way that it minimizes those feelings by surrounding yourself with people who love and appreciate you for you instead of trying to conform to what it is that other people expect. And it completely changes the dynamic. It gets you to heal these things that otherwise couldn't be healed. And the star spelled backwards is rats. And the year of the rat is over. Right? We in ox territory now. And so it's time to bust up the plow and hook up the oxen, right? Oxtail soup. I don't We were in the store and my grandma was like, you want some of these? She held up a pack of chicken feet. I almost threw a I've been in the kitchen lately, but I don't cook meat. I don't like being reminded that my food was alive. So if I find like a little feather, a little deep fried feather on a chicken wing or anything like that, I can't eat it. It spoils my appetite because it reminds me that that was alive. And so I don't cook meat. There was a period in time where like it actually made me nauseous, just like looking at it. And my mom was like, "Well, if you can't cook it, then you shouldn't eat it either." And I was like, "I'll still eat it. I just can't cook it." And so I was talking to her when she was in the kitchen, and blood splashed onto my foot. I was like, "Oh my god!" Well, I'm in there talking to her about why I don't cook meat. I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" But she held up those chicken feet, and I'm just like, because chicken feet look like chicken feet, right? It ain't like packaged meat. Yeah, Clorinda, it was such a mess. I'm like, oh my goodness. But anyway, back to the star. Um, that's how we come into greater levels of healing. And that's also how we set the stage for our, I don't want to say grand return, but maybe it is a grand return because those are pieces and parts of us that we locked away for whatever reason, right? Don't be afraid to be you because those who love you will always find you. And it's those people who really matter in the end, I believe. I guess it's all a matter of perspective. So, I guess that's it. Three cards for three cards. I'm actually not going to read these. The shield says you need to defend yourself. The card that came out in reverse is the bell, the announcement. And the Six of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. So, what's up with this announcement? I feel like the announcement is that instead of an announcement, it feels more like a realization, a revelation. It feels like an aha moment. It feels like, oh, so all I had to do to feel loved and accepted and welcome was to be myself and to focus on the people who appreciate me for who I am. And then like it's just like, oh, well, I already have people like that. And then the more you're in that energy, it just it's like you play a completely different game. So, anything about this bell? I'll give it five shuffles, four more shuffles, three shuffles. Gonna get three shuffles, one, two shuffles, two shuffles, two more shuffles, last shuffle, or one more shuffle, final shuffle. This card is standing up, and this card is standing up. Oh wow, the lovers and the magician. Well, okay. Yeah. I mean, but when you're standing in the space of authenticity and loving yourself, it puts you in a space to accept love from others. 1 and 6 is the tower. 16. Bottom of the deck is the 5 of Cups. It's that baby, when I'm with you, the rest of the world like just melts away. Like it doesn't even matter. Everything that's important to me is right here between the two of us, me and you, type of energy. Um, 5 of Cups. Okay. And until we come into that space for ourselves, like we just don't allow ourselves to feel something like that, because it's like, well, you love me even through this and even through that, and even though I do this and even though I'm like that. I feel like it diminishes the I can't even find a word. It diminishes the all that there is of that love. And it's not that like you shouldn't be open to love until you do those things within yourself. It's not that at all. Um it's just that it gives you it feels like a greater appreciation. I don't know. I don't know. It defies description and definition. When you listen to me about to say, when you find it, you find it, and you just know. Two of Pentacles, the Sun, the Ten of Cups, the Emperor, and the World. And I'm not necessarily claiming to have found it, but it just feels like there are some things that defy everything. And it's one of those things. Especially when you get to experience it without condition or with limited condition, because we're human. From a person, from spirit, it's unconditional, truly. When you start to begin to experience lesser conditional or even unconditional love, if you are so fortunate, it's like, as cheesy as it sounds, love conquers everything. It's just true because nothing else really matters. I don't know. What do I know? Okay. I could be Superman. I could be Batman. Better than that, I can be Patrick. And if you know the awesomeness of Patrick, then you know how just spectacular that is. And you can be you, and that is quite spectacular too. Aw, all this love on Valentine's Day. All this love on Valentine's Day. Oh, I see the carriage. What's behind the carriage? The carriage and the rose. Oh, snap. What this mean? What this say? It says a journey, either physical or mental, and romance is in the air. The love of a lifetime. The love of multiple lifetimes, honestly. It's a love that defies space and time, that exists like two electrons separated by light years and light years and light years of time and space, but still connected, still bound on some deeply quantum level. What I'm saying, baby, is that you complete me. Oh gosh, what is wrong with me? Nothing. Complete in a complimentary sort of way, though, because I'm complete as is. But there are a few slots and slits here and there, and a few protrusions there, and then you just fit together like completing the jigsaw. Okay, that's a lot of cards. I don't know where I'm going with this. The Pisces in my chart has been unleashed. This is a lot of cards. Haystack. It was like finding a needle in a haystack when I saw you. Watch, I'm about to go country. Haystack the chain. and the staff. I feel like the chain and the staff, it speaks of an energy of things that were like, this is something paused. It's almost Phoenix Lasso. Sounds like a movie intro, LOL. Honestly, like I would love to pull a few cards and like make a movie. Because sometimes that's how like things like work out and play out in my brain. And I would love to do it. Um, but with the chain and the staff, it feels more like it was a sword than a chain. Instead of breaking the chain, it just like kept it from moving. And then we go into the parrot. I feel like the parrot, this is an energy where all of the hurt and all of the pain from the past comes in. And pineapple is at the bottom of the deck. Pineapples is spiny. You look at a pineapple, be like, "Ugh." And then the knot. But yeah, in the parrot, this is, it's so like, excuse me, I don't want to say cheesy because it's not cheesy. It's what I was talking about. It was that like, well, like what about this? And like this is wrong with me, and that's wrong with me, and this other thing is wrong with me. Like, how can you still love somebody like me when I have all of this going on? And it's a little sad because it feels like it comes from a rejected place, from a dejected place. And at some point, it feels like things that we began to think of as true for ourselves, when that's not necessarily the case. And then comes the knot. After the knot is the unicorn. And with this unicorn, I feel like it is this knot that makes you you. It's what makes you, it's what makes us unique. All of our little different intricacies and things of that nature. Um, Custom built for I don't want to say whoever can handle it, but it's more, it goes beyond just whoever can handle it, into the territory of those who love us for it, you know. And then it's the dogs. Ouch. Dogs represent loyalty. And then here comes spirit in the form of the eagle. And then it's the tree. So that's the longevity with the tree, the loyalty with the dogs, blessed by spirit with the eagle. And bottom of the deck is the pineapple. It's sweeter on the inside, but you gotta get to it. You might have to cut it open. I don't know what that's a metaphor for, but I did say that it was a sword instead of a staff. It felt like, almost looks like a crowbar, that staff did. Like, okay. All right. All right. The goldfish in the tower. Okay, let's put these away. Let's final message. Actually, I'm just gonna put these away. I feel like pulling another deck. I feel like pulling another deck. You know what I'm gonna pull? Just for Funsingtons. I'm gonna pull some affirmators, love, and relationship cards for all of this. Oh, that was quick. Uh, Bottom of the deck is resilience. May not necessarily be easy, but it's always worth it in the end. So, three cards came out: listening, reliability, and I'm a catch. I love this. They say love don't come easy, right? What's that song? Just got to wait. Oh, I just got to wait. They say love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. I don't know the words. I probably should, but I don't. Look at me. Listening. I activate my receptive side and become an engaged, intuitive, professional grade listener. Supercharged listening gives me the ability to not only hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Armed with this knowledge, I'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need, or if I prefer, to dominate the planet. Okay, well. And it's like this big old elephant with the mouse whispering in its ear. I feel like there's a little bit of an element of fear here. And people say it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved in the first place. Oh, that was my mom. My mom was yelling for me, so I was yelling back because I didn't feel like getting up. And it's a proper form of communication. She got the message across. It feels like an energy of like someone who'd be able to speak to your inner child. But there's also a little bit of fear here because elephants are typically afraid of mice, or that's at least on the TVs. And with that ball, maybe this elephant was part of a circus. And what did I say? Somebody, no se snaco, don't be a clown earlier. Somebody's getting out of the surface, breaking below the surface, I guess, or breaching the water, getting out of the surface. Yeah, they're breaching the water. Um, Next is reliability. I am reliable. When I say I'll do something, I take whatever that something is seriously. This applies to all commitments, even the ones that may have seemed small and insignificant to a less reliable me. From now on, flaking is just for dandruff commercials and cereal factories. This is interesting because I've been feeling this energy myself lately. And there's a promise that I made to someone a long time ago. I mean, I probably won't give her. Maybe I will give her the things. One of my cousins was a teacher at the time, and she wanted to give little sunflowers with a ladybug on it to her class. And I told her that I would color them. I colored like 3 or 4 of them. I set it down for like a few days or a day, and then I forgot about them. And it was a lot. It was a lot of coloring. I thought I liked to color before that, but I just want to find them and complete that promise. Um, yeah, I don't want to dig too deep into my own internal machinations, but I can give up on things pretty easily, especially people, and not necessarily give up on people. Um, but I don't like. I just want to be better. There are certain things in life that are worth fighting for, that are worth being there for, that are worth being reliable for, and it's like a quiet receptivity. And sometimes when we deal with people from other backgrounds or from other walks of life, it can be difficult to see how hard someone is fighting, or it can be difficult or impossible to know the depths of their strength. Because even if you know what someone's been through, even if you know some of what someone's been through, every person handles it differently. And so you can go through something, you can live a life that is completely similar to someone else, but still not know exactly how they feel because maybe they process it in a different way. And, you know, last but not least, I'm a catch. I'm a total catch, and I know all the reasons why. I know that anyone would be lucky to be with me, and that doesn't mean I'm arrogant or snobby. Self respect is just one of many qualities exhibited by this complete and utter babe. I love this card. When you know you the ish, I posted on my Facebook a minute ago. I was like, wow, like I've really been sleeping on me for like 27 years. Bottom of the deck is resilience. Sticks and stones may break my bones, and unkind words can somehow drain every bit of joy and color from my once rosy life. But nothing can ever permanently damage the real me. I love myself, I cherish myself, and I vow to remember that I'm always camped out in the depths of myself, even when I don't feel like very much of myself. I love these cards. I love these cards. What else I got down here? I guess that's it. I think that's enough for me. 11111 on the clock right there. 11111. Ooh, that's a lot. What's all this? Oh, that's too much. I'll pick the fifth card. One, two, three, four, five. Ooh, I see a chest with a key. Curiosity. Meeting new people. I remember what a treasure trove of opinions, interests, and stories they are. But these treasures will only be unlocked if I embrace my curiosity. So I'll be curious and you be interesting. Deal? It's a card of getting to know people. And then wholeness. I'm a sucker for wholeness, honestly. I am. I'm a sucker for sappy movies, happy endings, rom-coms. I love it all. It's like, why not? Whew. All right. All right. All right. All right. I don't know. I've discovered that I'm more than I thought I was in the past year and a half, 2 years, in the past 2 years of my life, through multiple people. And it's been interesting. I'm excited to be me, all of me. 2:34 p.m. It is 10:35 Eastern. 9:35 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last card, top of the deck. It's resilience again. Resilience, tough it out. Some things are worth it. You are worth it. At the end of the day, we always come home to ourselves. So that's, let's leave it in a state that when we come back at the end of the day, we don't have to clean more mess to get into bed. We're able to just like relax. Right? Bottom of the deck is wholeness. Wholeness and resilience. I like that wholeness. Instead of like, I think wholesomeness is what I was thinking earlier. I was thinking wholesomeness. I'm a sucker for wholesomeness. Um, but that wholeness is knowing that we're complete as is. And maybe there are some things that we take on that are not entirely us. And those things can be let go of. But in general, you know, we're perfectly fine as is. Okay. So I'm just giving the Kawaii Tarot a final shuffle. Souffle. Seven of Swords. Hawaii. My ears are starting to burn. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. Hangman is behind the Queen of Swords. So the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Swords is an Eight of Swords energy. This is an energy, it feels indecisive. And while we aren't making a decision, we're missing out. The Shalimar make that move. The longer you wait on love, the more you'll be without it. It's like we're trying to make this should I, shouldn't I decision. And it feels like one of those choices is very fulfilling. And the longer we go without being decisive or making a decision, the longer we're in this in between space, the longer it is we're missing out on what could be an amazing life, by an amazing addition, an amazing expansion, an amazing just like it doesn't even have to be another person. Maybe there's just some truth that you need to speak to somebody to live your life as authentically as you can and to not be living in a space of separateness from self or what it is that you'd actually be doing, right? Because that can. Oh, look, oh, the Six of Pentacles at the top. Oh, well. The Six of Pentacles has jumped decks. And the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And it's so sweet. Um, but it's like it really does something to us when we're not living our own truth. And it's like how I say, like, I can be a very principled person. And so for me, if I were constantly compromising that, I would feel some type of way. And let's say that you value your artistry, right? But for some reason, you don't do whatever it is because let's say you don't have enough time in the day. But that's something that's like core to you and your expression of self or whatever. And so the longer you go without expressing that or engaging in that, it's like it causes this internal separation with who we are. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be, anything external to you. Or maybe it's just time for you to be honest with yourself. Top of the deck over here is the Page of Cups. And the bottom is, again, the Seven of Swords. I feel like the Page of Cups, that it feels like a self-stagnating energy where we could be so much more. But because we choose not to be, we suffer. And it is a brand of self-inflicted suffering, but again, it goes back to external pressures that need to be dealt with. Who knows? Roll in the headache, cue the headache. Only take what resonates for you. If it don't resonate, why'd you take it? Just be like, ew, this isn't mine. And then leave it. Oh, these cards are so hard to shuffle. They're so difficult to shuffle. Ah, who did? September and Horse. Umami? Uma is horse, right? Uma. Like Uma Thurman. She's not a horse, but Uma is Japanese for horse, I believe. I don't Uh, I don't remember the tone. Ma is Ma horse? I don't know. I know Ma is horse. I don't remember the tone though. Ma. It might be first tone or second tone. Ma. 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 I don't remember. Let's see. Let's ask Siri. I don't know why it's important. Hey Siri, how do you say horse in Chinese?
I found 4 results in Mandarin Chinese.
It's third
Horse,
tone.
as in domesticated 4-legged animal people ride. Ma, as in chessmen shaped to
Ma.
resemble the head of a horse. 其实, as in framework.
It is Ma. My tones are rusty, okay? I ain't took Chinese in nearly a decade. It was my senior year of high school. It's been a decade since I took Chinese. That's crazy. What is time? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, look, there's the sun again. Happiness and well being. Bottom of this deck is the harp. Great happiness. Happiness and well being at the top, great happiness at the bottom. I love that. It's something that we make ourselves available for. Over here, yoke. Feeling tied down or frustrated. This is what I was talking about with the oxen. So it feels like an energy of things that we don't have to do alone, but we're choosing to go at it alone, or we're choosing to be alone, and it's just leading to more frustration. Bottom of the deck over here is the parrot, because of all of that past stuff that we've taken in internally. But parrot says someone will gossip about all your secrets. I mean, it feels like an energy where you should just free yourself. Release all your burdens. Go confess at your local church if you're Catholic. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. We all sin, you know? Not to be flippant about it, but, you know. It's not about being perfect. Living in a world where no one's innocent. Oh, but at least we try. Rain on me. I feel the thunder pouring down. Sure, why not? All right, y'all. That's what I got. Thank you for stepping in, Clarinda and Blooming Rose. It was fine. I hope if you stuck through this, you found something that resonated with you. I kind of want to pull. Maybe I'll do this and then I'll come back. Maybe I won't come back. I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like being done yet. What I got down here? Because down here I have some cards that I haven't used in a minute because they're put up. Let's see what's in here. I still don't know why I got these cards, but I'll get one of these. One of the wonderful Zodiac fortune telling cards. I have absolutely no idea why I bought these. No problem, Clorinda. No problem. Well, I'm probably going to watch some anime and then go to sleep. New episode comes out on Sunday. Let me get one of these. Pick a number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Oops. How many is that? I'm not taking them. This will be 1. I would say don't even take these, but if you're curious, I'm about to read them too. Because these cards are so, I'm just like, oh, what is happening? I don't know why I got these. I don't know why I felt called to get these. 3. And 4. So number 1. Number 1 says, you are a great leader. And the number is 765. So it's counting down, 765. Number 30, the wish answer is no, but it says you're a great leader. People lead by example, so maybe you set a great example. I don't know. That's it. Number 1, you're a great leader. Number 2, it says your predictions have and what? Your predictions have and always will be true. Number 142, lucky number 142. This is number 5, and the wish answer is yes. Your predictions have and always will be true. If you're someone that questions your intuition, maybe not do that. And also, I mean, it's my own personal caveat that we learn to differentiate our intuition from different subtle voices. Number 3, your card says you help others unexpectedly. Lucky number 120, wish answer also no, and number 29. You help others unexpectedly. It almost carries an energy of like you mean more to people than you know. Maybe people don't tell you often enough how much they appreciate you. Um, or maybe I don't know. It's almost also an energy of like you feel like you're not helping someone, but it's like you're helping them more than you know. And sometimes we perceive the needs of other people, and maybe there's a perceived need that we have that we feel we aren't fulfilling, but there's an actual need that they have that we are fulfilling, and that's enough. Number 4 is you owe someone a letter, write it at once. Lucky number 677, which answer is yes, and this is card number 1. You oh wait, it was this one. No, it was this one. You owe someone a letter, write it at once. We don't know how much time we have on this planet. And I've lost plenty of people. I've lost enough people in my life to know that I don't want to leave things unsaid anymore. Um, and it's just like you don't know how much time you have or how much time someone else has. And it may be Mercury retrograde or whatever. I guess it's just like if you never got to say to whoever, whatever it is that you want to say, would you be okay with that? That's a you question number 4. That's on you. All right. So with that, I bid thee adieu. I say sayonara, jamata, jamatashita, maybe. Jamata kondo. See you next time. What else? Uh, Zaijin. That's all I got. So I hope you have a good whatever whenever you see this. If you're not having a good whatever whenever you see this, I hope, even if you are having a good whatever whenever you see this, I hope you have a better whatever and the near whenever you see this. And I hope you're acting to make all that you wish to experience your reality because it's possible. It just requires a lot of doing in the beginning and quite an amount of honest introspection, reflection, and retrospection, um, and some daring and a lot of bravery. But eventually, things, I don't want to say they get easier per se, but you get more accustomed to doing things outside of your comfort zone, or you get more accustomed to pushing yourself into the spaces that you prepare for yourself. Um, So even if it's always a leap, even if it's never necessarily more comfortable, you just build a portfolio of experiences that you have to pull from. Remember when I was afraid of this and I went on anyway and I went on to receive multiple awards for that performance? I do. You may not because you didn't know all the nerves that were going on before the show, but once the curtains were pulled and the lights shone down on me, it was time for action. I don't know. I'm weird sometimes, and I love being me. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.